Okay, I am back from the sewing machine. So let me clip my strings real quick and then I'll show you what it kind of looks like. And this is an added step that I did not do on the December dailies. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so in the, remember how I said it didn't really matter if you were a little bit long? You can just come back in through here and just trim it off. Okay. Sorry, my desk is still kind of messy from finishing up those little golden books. Okay, so then, I'm missing a string here. Okay. And that is part of the sari silk. Okay. All right, so what I did is I sewed across here to put in a seam, but obviously I didn't do it down right. So these pockets are a little bit tighter than the other ones you saw back in July, because I put a seam here. And the reason I did that is it's not so bad when you're doing like the envelope type journals, but when you're doing fabric with cardboard and you're not gluing everything down, the fabric tends to shift. And for this next part, I don't want it to shift. I don't know what that is. Okay, so remember this is our front here because we have a little bit of glue mark there. So, and you do see a little bit here, which when I iron that out, you won't see it. It's the sari silk right there, that little ridge. Okay, so I guess I should show you the kit I'm using. And it's not in any particular order. That was probably right in your eyeballs. Okay, so I'm using the My Porch Prints. I think it's called White Christmas. So it's got grays. It's got a little bit of like a beige undertone in some of it, or like sepia a little bit. And the further on we go, I'll tell you exactly what the name of the kit is, but it could be found at Stephanie's shop at My Porch Prints. And it comes with some labels. Another reason why I chose this kit is one, because I love it because it's got the animals in it, is because this is vertical instead of just horizontal, which is great. It'll be great for making like large tags. So, and I just backed everything with that snowflake background because I thought it was gorgeous. So, and here's some wreaths. And the papers, I might actually end up with more if I use the vertical papers instead of the horizontal papers. I might be able to get two, well, maybe not quite two. Well, maybe. No, not quite two out of it. But I think in half. Oh, but I think that's still too small. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I might go ahead and do the horizontal ones. I'm not sure yet. We'll know when we get there. And then there's just another, because I was actually thinking I would be using that as the cover, but I don't think so. So here's another horizontal. And then this is everything vertically. So you don't lose too much making it vertical. She's just placed it in some different areas, but this is what it looks like vertically. Upside down. Okay, and then it also comes with some envelopes. Really pretty dove and a little deer here, little pine cones up here. And then all these are upside down. Okay, and so then these are little birds and it says December 25th, Merry Christmas. And then Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all. And then here's a little sheet of little note cards, which I love this size because it's going to fit in this journal perfectly. Okay, so what I'm doing for the cover, I'm sure a lot of you, actually, let's go back here. I think what I'm going to do, let me go back here into my papers and find, okay, that one doesn't have a back. Originally, I was thinking that I would use the snowflake and then we would build it very similar to what I did with the last journal, or not last journal, but the October Artsology project. But I don't know if I'm liking that. I think I might like to not use the graphics, but I would like to use this, I think, because I think one of the things that Lisa liked about those December dailies, I might have to take off this backing here because it's awfully thick. I don't know, I'll have to work on that because that's really thick. And I don't want it that thick. This was kind of like double thickness cardboard. And so it's really, really thick and I don't want it that thick. Obviously, I just said that, right? All right, so at any rate, yeah, I think I'll make it go just single layer so it lays flatter. But I think one of the things she liked about it was that it had, I think she liked, on this one, she liked the burlap. And I don't have gray burlap, but I do have like the standard brown, which I think the sepia will look good on it. So what I want to do is make this single ply and then take the burlap, make a pocket, and then I think I'm going to mount one of, because I'll grunge this up a little bit, right? And then I think I'll take one of the journaling cards. And once you know it, I can't find it right away. Or we could do one of the labels. I haven't quite decided yet. One of the labels. Or one of these like library cards. But the problem I'm thinking I might run into is that if I put it on there, then the pocket's going to cover it. So what I may do is just cut it down and then ink it and then put it up a little bit on it. Or, I mean, we could just totally put a label on it instead, but I don't think that'll be quite big enough, like in wideness. So maybe, I mean, we could put this one, because obviously it's not going to be this big, so maybe that's what's throwing me off. All right, so I guess we're probably getting close to the 15-minute mark on this one. So kind of what I have found the easiest ways to pull this up is to really just go after it. Just really getting in there is going to be your best bet to kind of pulling it across. And obviously you wouldn't have this problem if you didn't use like double-sided cardboard. This came in a dish set, so it's for dishes it's great, right? Because you don't want your dishes to break. But for crafting and reusing, maybe not so much. So yeah, let's see how far we can get. If I can get this off, then we can cut it down to what we think we might want. You know what, and in theory, we might not even like it once it's cut down. I don't know. But yeah, since Artie Mays did that, I was kind of enamored with the whole idea of the cardboard on a cover. So obviously I didn't make anything, I didn't make her Junk in the Trunk number 15, but I love the idea. So, and I think Gail, well, I don't think, I know Gail, did one with like a bunny, and I just thought it was the cutest dang thing ever. And then I think she used it on, well, I don't think, obviously, since I watch her every day when she's on, for that Blue Fern Studios project she did. I know she did one of these. I was kind of hoping she'd bring it to the meet and greet to show us like firsthand what it looks like, because we all know she'll list those and they'll be gone in 2 seconds. And then we'll never really get to see a firsthand look. I mean, we will kind of when she does the video, but I'm sure lots of us would agree that the video is one thing, in person is a whole nother ball game. So I kind of feel like maybe this is boring for you guys. I try to have all the prep work done before we start a video, but you know. Okay, so I guess, do we think this is going to be large enough? One. I don't know that it will be in that direction, so we're gonna have to do this. Kind of gauge up here. Hopefully I'm not too much in frame. So I think I'll do, because I'm thinking it should be fairly easy to cut down because I can just follow that ridge without a cutter. I am usually one that needs a cutter because, you know, I can't cut a straight line unless it's on hair. All right, so then I think probably about here. And here goes. Like I said, I don't usually like to cut things without a cutter because I'm not very good at cutting straight. Not too bad. The rest of that piece off. I'm not too worried about the little fillings in here. All right, so then I'm thinking this. But first, we want to grungy it up, and I know Artie Mays used, and actually, look what I found. And no, I used birthday money for it, so no, I am still on the no spin challenge. I got it at the dollar store, of all places. So I don't know about anybody else, but like, I save my birthday money for when I really, really want it, you know, when I really, really want something. And I was saving for a big bite, but you know, I think I'm going to be a couple of dollars short in January for that. Okay, so kind of like that. And these, if you can find them at the dollar store, like worth every penny. Every penny. Okay, now, then there had these little guys, and I bought total of 3. Like I said, Emily, I used birthday money, so I didn't feel like that was a cheat. So I'm thinking I want to just take a little bit of the gray. I'm telling you guys, like I said, worth every stinking penny you pay for them. I mean, you can get them at Walmart, and I think the cheapest ones I found was like $4 or $5. I don't know that those blend too well together. I know it's making a difference down in the creases, but I don't know that it's making that big of a difference up on the, maybe it is. Maybe it's just so subtle. Okay, actually, I'm going to stop, I think, because I like that. Okay. Like I said, dollar store. Worth every penny. All right, so then we need to decide. I probably should have had these cut out ahead of time, but I didn't, alas. Really like the Santa. All right, and what do you want to bet that my burlap is nowhere to be found when I need it? Or at least anywhere close. Let me see if I can grab it really quick. And I have two kinds, and I'm thinking that I'm going to use the smaller weave one. Maybe. I hope you guys are having a good night or day. I guess I don't know exactly when this is going to air. It'll probably be a little bit before it actually airs because I don't know how close Lisa would be. Oh, here's one. How close Lisa would be to doing the exchange. And I ended up finishing up a couple of projects a little bit earlier than I thought I would. So, you know, there's that. Okay, so this is also a good thing to keep an eye out for at Christmas time. And I believe I bought this all at Walmart. It's 5 inches by 12 feet burlap. And it came from Walmart in their gift wrap section. But after Christmas, I got it for, I don't know, I would say it was like $1, and it was normally like 5 or 6. So that's a good after Christmas sale to watch out for. All right, so I want to make it about this width. Okay, and so then at the end of the, like when you first start a roll, I like to use it because there's already like a zigzag in there. So let's decide how big we want the pocket first. Actually, let's cut this down first. And then we'll take our little soot and just pretend that that didn't happen. Okay, so then add that there. And then we want a pocket, right? We want it to come up just a little bit. Yep, okay, so we'll snip it about there. Sorry, I'm doing this off camera since it's like small weave. What I'm really doing is going through the weave, but I'm following the line so that it's more of a straight cut. It doesn't look straight, I'm sure, on camera, but yeah. Okay, so there we go. Maybe. Okay, so we want to cut it down though, huh? Okay, so maybe if I turn it sideways, I can see it better. Okay, so we want this little guy here. This here, down just a little bit. Okay. Okay. So I think we will call the, what I'm going to do, actually if I bring it up just a little bit, then you can see the ridge through there. Right? I'm feeling like it's kind of plain. I don't know. I mean, I like it, but I think it's a little plain. But let's, I will see once we get this on, maybe then once we put like some of this ribbon and stuff like that on, maybe that might change and brighten it up a little bit. Or I was thinking, because I don't really want to do the painting on the edges, like the gold or the silver. But I think I might bring out the silver and maybe touch around the edges to really make that stand out, I think. All right, so I'll go do those things and then we'll be back. All right, bye guys.